What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day of the Daily Grind. I'm your host, 30NSG, and on today's show, we're going to talk about lots about Battlefield across the board. Because we do shows Monday through Thursday, and then I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. By the time Monday comes around, these things are kind of obsolete and whatnot. So we have three videos that we're going to watch today, okay? I usually don't like watching videos that just launch. I usually wait a couple days to watch them. So I do have all the links in the description down below of every single content creator we are watching on today's show. So I do recommend you guys, even though I want you to watch me live, be a part of the show. I pause and give you my thoughts and opinions as we watch the videos. But go check out each individual. We have Jack Frags on today's show. We have Billier News on today's show. And we have The Kingard on today's show. So all the links of their channels are in the description down below. If you want to watch their video uninterrupted without pausing and stopping, I suggest you go watch their videos live. But if you're here for the commentary and the live show, then by all means, please stay. We're also going to talk about talk about new Battlefield 6 Operation Firestorm gameplay appears online, which is why we're watching Jack Fragg's video. But then we're also going to watch Billier News talk about how they optimize, which we talked yesterday about how Battlefield 6 was optimized for the Xbox Series S. And basically, if this is true, that means every other company out there has just been lying to you this entire time, because they've actually did the work and optimizing for the lowest end common denominator, which I've always said, okay? And then if it works in the lowest piece of hardware, then it should work just fine on the higher piece of hardware as well. And then we're going to watch Kingard's video on CoD streamers versus Battlefield and how CoD streamers hate CoD, and yet they want Battlefield to be turned into CoD. So we'll watch that video as well. If you guys like what we do here, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. Monday through Friday, like I said. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. Good morning, Albania. Sarge, Big Mo, Travis, good morning. Robert Jones, Wardhuff, what's going on? All-Turn, good morning. All right, so let's start with the news article first. New Battlefield 6 Operation Firestorm gameplay appears online. All right, so if those of you that are not Battlefield fans, Operation Firestorm was an old map from the older Battlefield days, which people thought when we were doing the beta that was going to be the map that people saw, because it wasn't a new map, and they're like, oh, they'll just show us an old map, a large map, and we'll experience the whole Battlefield 6 type of new engine, well, not new engine, but updated Battlefield on the old Operation Firestorm. Instead, we got lots of small maps and one big peak. I forget what the something peak was in the beta for Battlefield 6. A lot of people were worried that there's not going to be large maps. I still don't consider this a win in my eyes as a Battlefield fan, right? Because this is not giving them shit. I'm just thinking, instead of making a brand new giant open map, which they do, they have Merrick Valley and stuff like that, which is said to be one of the largest ones ever. They brought back an old Operation Firestorm and brought it into the new game, which I get, because maybe they, didn't have the time to make a new map or whatnot. But still, a little disappointed because a new game, I would want new maps, considering I could have taken this map and we could have used it in the in the portal and whatnot, right? So, all right. So, new gameplay for Battlefield 6 Operation Firestorm map has appeared online. Operation Firestorm is a map that was also first released in Battlefield 3, returned in Battlefield 4, and is currently the only named renamed map or remade map to be featured in Battlefield 6. We have seen glimpses of the map through leaks, but we also have yet to see if it's in all its glory. Fortunately for players, 5 minutes of new gameplay surfaced online for Battlefield 6 Operation Firestorm. 5 minutes. The latest gameplay video of Battlefield 6 Operation Firestorm comes through the courtesy of Modern Warfare on X. That's kind of funny. Not actual Activision's Modern Warfare, Warzone or Warfare, right? In the gameplay video, the player is seen exploring the map on a tank, in a helicopter, and on foot. The player also battled across the 4 different locations on the map, including construction site, filling stations, logistics hub, and warehouse. And check out the new Battlefield 6 Operation Firestorm gameplay below, which we're going to check out. Jack Frags, I think, has footage from there as well. Modern Warzone was recently allowed to by EA and Battlefield to play captured footage early. Today, the account has also shared a wealth of new Battlefield 6 information, including gameplay for the largest map in the game, Merrick Valley, as well as the weapons and vehicles in the game and more. In other news, it has also been confirmed that players can get mud and blood on their weapons in Battlefield 6. Additionally, the game's highly anticipated Battle Royale mode is reportedly scheduled to release in late October, October 28th, which we talked about on yesterday's show. So what are your thoughts about Operation Firestorm's gameplay? So we're going to take a look at that right now with Jack Frags. Okay, again, links are in the description down below. Make sure you check out their channels. And let's get started.
It's vehicles, vehicle customization, so I'm going to try and show you as much as I possibly can, starting off with a jet bombing everything.
And again, we played Battlefield 6. We streamed it when the beta was out, or the demo was out, whatever. Beta demo. And the graphics and stuff, I had a lot of fun with it. But I still have my reservations on it because I'm just afraid that it's not going to be polished. Now, the article that we read yesterday, and that's making its rounds across the internet today about how they optimized it for the S, so it works really well, where you can get 60 frames, and then we get higher frame rate on the X and the PlayStation 5 and stuff like that. So I hope that's true. I hope everything comes out and it works smooth because, man, that would be a hell of a change since 2042.
Apparently. Anyways, the ladder. So this is a gadget for the assault class. You basically equip it, and if it's white, you can put it down. If it's red, you can't. So, for example, I want to get on this.
The ladder, man. This is going to change the landscape, right? People were complaining there was people on rooftops and stuff before. Now, obviously, they can put, ceilings and stuff, invisible walls. Here's my problem. I had no issue during the beta with people on the rooftops. I look at that as that's Battlefield because in the past, buildings in the very beginning weren't like destructible and you could jump up on top of high places, but there was helicopters, and helicopters you could parachute out and land on top of these buildings and whatnot. And then what changed the landscape is that you could destroy buildings. So like if you could drop on a building, that's fair game, right? So when people were crying in the beta saying, oh, they're up there, they're killing people, and they're on top of that to me is fair game. If you could get up there, then that's your spot. You got the advantage. Now it's my opportunity to get you off that advantage. But now, because the game, you couldn't destroy those buildings, you couldn't get up there. So they're just hiding up there. But you could cross in mortars. You could get farther back and snipe them off the thing. You could take your moment. But people were just complaining. These ladders are just going to make that 10 times worse. So what do, right, for Cairo? Do they allow people? Because I know they nerfed it in the beta. But I say let them go back up there. Because if I have a ladder and I can't get up to certain places, what's the point of a ladder?
This roof here. Deploy it. And that's it. Nice and easy. And then when you're actually on the location, you can pick it up afterwards. You can go quite big with it too. Here, for example, I want to get in that window, do a flank. Look at the length on that. Ooh. So in both of those examples, it was...
Now, I want to know what happens here, right? We're a squad. We got multiple people with ladders. So can I take a ladder and put it on top and then pick another ladder and then, keep building up? I wonder if they stop the coding for that. I wonder if they stopped it where you can't put two ladders because it looks like it has to lean up against the building, which is fine, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
There's a ramp because I could run up it, and that's based on the angle. Now I'm going to show you what...
Right, Sarge? Sarge says, so wait. You're giving me a ladder, but then you want to nerf where the ladder goes. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's like,
again, I want to be on record. I have no issue with people that were playing the Cairo map getting up to the situation, and there was no ladder. Now it's even better. I think they should allow people to get up there, right? Allow people to get up there because now I have a ladder to counter that. I can get across or up higher so I can get the people up on top.
So if the angle is quite steep, it goes into ladder.
There was no ladder, feels good, man, in the beta. They didn't put it in. That's why you didn't see anyone use the ladder.
Mode, and you have to actually climb it. So here, you could blow that wall out, make your own flank here, and then you're in. Surprise. Pick it up, use it again. This is a great example here. So somebody else has put these down.
Oh, see? There you go. There you go. So people can, you build up to there, then you build up to there. That's it. Now you're in a situation where you're up there. Now, if they took those up and picked those up, right? They picked that up. They picked that up. Now let's say they're in this building. The only way to get in that building is with ladders. That's fair game. That's fair game. This is why I was confused by people like, oh, they're up on top of the game of Cairo and they're shooting down. It's unfair. If they got up there, especially if you blew up a tank and you flew up in the air and then you just used your parachute to like get up on top of the highway and stuff, that's fair game. Again, helicopter, parachute out, land on top of whatever building.
You could go up that one and then up again. And this is a...
No, anyone can use it. He's just proving it right now. Right? He said other people posted this. Yeah, that's why you could pick up your ladder. You could put your ladder down and pick it up so no one comes up behind you.
Lovely little flank that you could make. And then you could go...
Then you could put another one up there. Yeah, see, now he's taking his because someone left the other two back there.
Up even further, maybe? Like this. Up we go. I hope there's lots of Easter eggs with this thing. Pick that up. You can do it flat as well.
Now, see, I think they're going to ruin this. I think a lot of people are going to bitch and moan about this. And I think this is great because back in the past, again, fair game. Top of a skyscraper, jump off the skyscraper, jump onto another building that you couldn't get onto. All fair game. Because that was the open sandbox of Battlefield. This is what makes Battlefield Battlefield. I actually like that they put ladders in here because now there's a counter move where if someone's high up on a building, you could put a ladder down and try to get up there to stop them from holding that position instead of them holding that position, right? This is great. I like this. I think a lot of people are going to bitch and moan about this.
So let's say you wanted to cross this gap here. There it is. So that's the ladder. This is the sledgehammer. It's a melee weapon. So you can use this to knock down walls.
So another thing right here, right? You can call in an airstrike and mortar strike and whatnot, or you can take a hammer and bash the house down if someone's inside of it. I don't really see the purpose of a sledgehammer as much as a ladder, but, you know, we'll see.
I think I could just destroy this whole building if I wanted to. Go full Bob the Builder. Only takes a couple of hits per wall. Look at that. Ruined. Just destroyed that house. You can take out floors with it too. So as long as this... Yeah, okay. So anyway, I started whacking. Bosh.
Was it one hit? All right. That's a little ridiculous. Right? That's a little ridiculous. One hit with the sledgehammer?
These buildings need a bit more structural integrity, I think. Oh my god.
Come on. That's got to be like 3 hits or something like that.
That is so fun though, being able to do that. You imagine all the different tactical routes that you could open up with this. Can I jump? Oh, I can jump and hit it. Bring it down on top of me. Now you can use the rubble. Jump up. Oh my god.
Nothing is going to be alive. Everyone's just going to run around with hammers.
Yeah, that building's gone. This is the new weapon inspect too. So you press the inspect key, and then you can use your mouse or analog stick on your controller.
Why would you need to inspect the weapon? I know why. You know why too, chat. The only reason you would need to inspect your weapon like this is because that is why there's an open system for weapons, and that's the reason because they're going to sell you skins, and they're like, well, if we sell them skins, they want to have to look at them, right? So that's exactly why they're doing this. This doesn't need to be in the game whatsoever because while you're running around, just like every other game, you could shoot and see what's the color of your gun and whatnot. But now they want you to, you know, check it out and be like, yeah, check out the skin.
And just rotate whatever direction you want.
This has no practical use inside the video game besides selling skins.
You want to look at specific details, you can do that. You can do it with pistols too. Very nice. So I think based on the opening scene of the PC trailer, If I shoot that counterweight there enough times, the crane's going to fall down.
Why don't you just shoot
That's
the
8.
base of it?
How many? 9. Oh, it's going. We got it. The crane's coming down. Levolution's back. It's going to chew into that building. Oh,
I
yeah.
just missed that building.
Absolute devastation
I mean, that's
here
cool.
on Mirak Valley. Oh, come on. I can't miss that. Surely. Bang. Oh, mate. This is... this is a good feeling right here. I mean, maybe. Oh,
Come on, Z.
nailed him. Another one? Come on. As well. Yes!
That's a nice shot. Nice shot there, Jack.
Well, no. Oh, wait. Come on. Oh, someone came behind him. Trophy system really helped there too, I think. I just switched to engineer. MP5. Made a beautiful suppressed MP5 there. This thing is new for the engineers, so you plop this down.
I just heard what you said, Sarge. 9 hits from a tank to kill a crane. 1 hit with a hammer to kill a wall. Maybe you should just run up there with the sledgehammer and see how many times you got to hit the crane to break it.
Next to your vehicle, or whatever. And it acts like a repair station. So it's going to repair your
Okay, I like the repair station. That's good.
vehicle and give you ammo back. This is the new SWAR, I suppose. It's called the M136AT. And it's laser guided. So you can control where the rocket goes. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. MP5's pretty good.
Come on, Rorik.
Oh, I destroyed his ladder. Where you going? Boop.
How did that not kill? It's a rocket to the back of a Jeep. How did that not blow it up?
I jumped out.
Windows says 30. You know everything has to be like Call of Duty, don't you? It's like, it's a must. A battle royale, you should know. Better 30. Come on. I mean, all right. Everything has to be Call of Duty. I get it.
Yeah, that feels pretty nice, man. So here's the new EOD bot. Deploy him.
Okay, you got the drone.
Look at him go.
It's a repair
Oh, there's
tool.
me. So I've got some new functions here. I can.
So this is a thing that came back in the game, right? So instead of running out and trying to do the repair kit to the actual tank, you can send your vehicle out so you're not out in harm's way, which is good. I do like that because it is chaotic when you're out there, and I think it is kind of stupid that you have to like lay down on top of the tank and you're repairing it as you're there. So obviously people are still going to do that.
Put mines down, like so. Too close to that, I think. There we go. You can do 3 at once. I think
You're going to get killed a lot by these things. Okay?
they're anti-tank.
This is worse. This is worse than a knife getting killed by a knife.
I can also fire this thing out here, and that will destroy things. Clear mines. Maybe I could kill someone with that too. Can't go third person anymore with the EOD bot. But of course, you got your primary fire, so you can repair things and kill things, arm MCOMs, disarm MCOMs. You know the drill. Look at this guy. It's adorable. It's a bit
It looks like Wally. Yeah, it's Johnny 5.
chunkier, isn't it, in this game? I like
Yeah,
him.
it's Johnny 5.
Nice to have been feeding him up. NATO don't belong here. Whee! Oh my god. Westy went flying. Off we go. What the hell? Did a jet just land on my head? So this is...
My problem, Eclipse, and I agree with you what you're saying, right? Right? The game looks good. It felt good playing it. I enjoyed why I played it. My problem is the aftermath once it launches is, are they going to support it in long term as far as conquest, rush mode, all these other things for the base game, for the regular game? Or is it going to be Battle Royale dominates and they kind of lose the identity of Battlefield? And if they do lose the identity of Battlefield, is this worth it? And again, I'm speaking just from me. right? I'm not saying it's going to be a massive problem for everybody. I'm saying the game comes out. Let's say I buy this, okay, week 1. I'm enjoying it. Week 2 goes by. All of a sudden, the Battle Royale comes in at the end of the month, right? Like they said. And then all of a sudden, everyone's playing Battle Royale. Everyone loves what's doing Battle Royale, and they're like, oh, no one's playing the regular game anymore because everyone's playing the other game modes. Everyone's playing Portal. Everyone's playing. There's going to be a massive amount of people playing this game, and is it going to feel as good? I don't know. These are questions I have, and the only way to find out these questions is to wait and see.
This is the mortar. You equip it, you place it down, and then you can fire it using the minimap. The tank there, for example. Is that going to hit it? Got quite a...
I'm not even worried about that, Jesse. Like, I'm not worried about endgame, what their plan is for long term, right? My worry is, are they going to support Battlefield? Not the Battle Royale, not let people create everything for them in the Portal. Are they going to support Battlefield?
Slow rate of fire. Put another one there. Obviously, it's designed for anti-infantry. I think I can do smoke as well. So if you wanted to put cover down for someone, you could. The range is quite good on it, actually. It'll go all the way to B there. And you can see the line on it. I can't pick it up, interestingly. I'd have to go and sit on a support bag then.
And bigger maps. I want big maps. I don't want Call of Duty size maps.
To deploy another one. There we go. What is going on there? I mean, it is Battlefield. I love this trench area here. Pretty intense fighting over this in Breakthrough, I think. And the lines go all the way down there. This thing is a missile intercept system.
Robert Jones says they will support Battlefield less than the previous 2 entries. Battlefield 5 had this huge plan to support the game long term, right? Long term. They were going to keep adding more factions and more things. They abandoned it. They abandoned it because nobody started buying the game because they screwed that game up. They told you not to buy that game. Then there was a Battle Royale in that game as well, and they stopped supporting that Battle Royale, and they stopped supporting the game itself, and they never continued doing what they were supposed to do. Are we going to see another effect like that? Only this time, does the Battle Royale succeed?
So that's for bigger things. So I think that one, yeah, it just... Did it just stop that?
Titan, it's not just bad news for me. If BR is awesome, and I've said this out loud, this is not I'm not hiding this. I'm not trying to do anything else, right? I'm letting you know. If Battle Royale takes off for Battlefield 6, Battlefield 6 itself is gone. The identity of Battlefield is gone if the Battle Royale takes off. Because that's the literally opposite of what Battlefield is. Battlefield is not a Battle Royale. And then bringing a Battle Royale in kills Battlefield itself. And on top of that, if Battle Royale fails yet again, okay, it still kills the brand of Battlefield, because then people that came over and they're like, oh, well, the game is dead, right? And then you still have just the true fans of Battlefield, which I'll pick up 6 months, 8 months, a year later, right?
Jet, dropping a missile on that tank. So you have your normal trophy system, but you've also got that now. And you can intercept big rockets with that. I like how it lights up the floor, that thing. That's sick.
Because it is. It's fun. It's super good, man. Nah, it's not. Battlefield 6 is the COD killer. It's not a COD killer, Dave. Even look, if I'm a 15-time world champion and then I lose, and the guy that beats me one time, he's not the greatest of all time. The guy with the 15 championships is. And that is Call of Duty. Call of Duty has won every year in the existence of both of these franchises ever. So if Battlefield gets one win, fantastic. And this is coming from a Battlefield fan.
Okay. Get this out too with the mortar, because I haven't left my deployment. See? I can't put it down. So that's going to stop people spamming mortars from areas that they can't be countered. I like that a lot. See if we can get a kill with it, or do a bit of damage at least. There's a squad being killed there. Yeah, it's really small on the map. No way to zoom it in.
So
Equipment destroyed. So I hit something. Let's see what these smokes look like.
I see what it is.
So switch to the smokes. Excuse me, tank. By the smokes. And then switch back to my explosives.
Where's the smoke?
Wait until the smokes come down.
Where's the smoke?
I don't see them.
Gee, how high was that fucking mortar? Hold on a second.
And then switch back to my... So switch to the smokes.
Switch to the smokes.
Excuse me, tank.
He shoots
By
it.
the
38
smokes.
or 8, 10.
And then switch back to my
4,
explosives.
5, 6, 7.
Wait until the smokes
8,
come down.
9.
I don't
10,
see them.
11.
there it is.
11 seconds.
So it looks like it drops one smoke on the ground.
Jeez. And that little smoke. Come on, you gotta fix that. That little smoke cloud is not big enough at all.
I'd have expected maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, I'm not really worried about these being OP based on this. I think they're much more of a deterrent on first impression. And that's right on his head, look. Look at, what the hell? You see that helicopter? Enemy suppression 5. Bit of damage there. The helicopter just went in there. Yeah. Let me see if I can get the crane down. Oh, there's someone up there. Oh, they won't be up there long if I can. Okay, it's gone. It's gone.
How many shots did he take?
Oh, they won't be up there long if I can. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. We're getting a much better view of it this time. Timber! There's someone on it, I think. He just completely takes out the side of that building there. Laser guided.
Oh, so the
Come
whole
on.
thing doesn't fall down?
Oh my god. That's a direct hit.
The whole thing doesn't fall down?
The audio is nuts in this. I know I've said it before, but give that team a raise, please.
Oh, it does.
It's just a random
He's never shown it though.
tank
It does
abandoned
always
here.
fall down. Okay.
Look at that. I mean, I'll take it. No one wants it. Oh, there's a mortar guy. Oh, no. I don't think you'll get a kill with it, mate. I think it's impossible. Can I drive through
Charlie
these
Hawk says
buildings?
Battlefield 6 isn't on old consoles either. It ain't killing COD. Yeah, there's no way.
The builders will save me, right? Look at this.
I do love that. I do love that you can drive a tank through a building. It's amazing.
What is going on? There's a helicopter.
Yeah, give me a moment real fast. I think there's someone at my front door. Give me 1 second.
Well, I booted up south of midnight, feeling fine. Got my spells, my sass, I'm ready to shine. Then boom, big beast, 20 arms, breathing fire. I died so much, my controller retired. I tried to roll parry and dash on cue. Game said, get good. I said, nah, I'm through. And right when I almost snapped and quit, I heard a whisper, a gospel hit. Skip the boss, John Walker said. Just walk on past, don't be misled. Games ain't chores, they're meant for fun. So let that angry dragon stay undone. You ain't gotta fight no squid with knives, or study boss moves like it's changing lives. Hit skip, sip tea, and read instead. Just skip the boss, like John Walker said. Now soul slikes, they worship pain and strife, where every boss wants to end.
All right, sorry about that.
Did the building just save my ass then? I'm being painted. God, get out. Go. Go. Drive over everything.
Yeah.
There's a guy right there. Oh my god.
I love it. I love that you can drive through and take a tank and go through.
Ah! Yes! Oh, I squashed him. On the roadkill.
This is what you should be able to do.
Leave me alone. I'm just a humble tank. He's trying to get me with a javelin. You see that? He had the javelin out. Not today. All right, shall I go back in there and run?
It'd be cool if you could grab like a bulldozer or something and just like drive it. It doesn't have any guns or anything like that. You just go into town and just like start wrecking buildings.
Over all this.
Put a little bit of roadcraft in here.
Oh yeah, I love the destruction in this game, man. It does such a good, it does such a good job with it. It's meeting my expectation for a Battlefield game.
The
but
destruction's great.
This building, that's gone. See ya. Don't want that anymore. This building. Ah, yes. I'm annihilating this capture point.
Now, tank driving through wall goes down easy. Sledgehammer to wall, one tap, get out of here.
Did I see an engineer then? I think I did. He's dead. All right, let's go around this way. I'm glad that I randomly found this tank.
Cover. That's what I love about. This is what I've always loved about Battlefield since they put the destruction back in bad company.
Tried to get in a Jeep and get away, and that guy's repping me. Thank you, appreciate that. Oh, that heavy machine gun. We're tanking now. Ow. Oh God. Oh, Will got me. That's revenge for earlier. He was around here somewhere. There he is. Oh, he's got the javelin out. Huge.
I don't see a lot of planes in
I want to go
the
up
sky
here.
and stuff. I see helicopters.
There's a rappel, takes you all the way to the roof.
Now, okay. So perfect example here, right? I understand that Cairo, tight-knit quarters. Again, that was like the pain point for people complaining about people on a roof. But yet, in this map, you can go up 6 floors to the top of a building, and that's okay. But going 3 stories high in Cairo, that's unfair. Like, make it make sense to me, chat. Make it make sense to me.
Very useful. Little group of friendlies there. Should I try and get these?
Contact.
Double. Ah, I was right in the middle.
Contact.
Wow. Okay, this gun's got quite a lot of recoil on it. Maybe I've not built it, but that felt quite bouncy there.
This is why I think the people that were complaining about, being on top of the rooftop are people that never played Battlefield before.
Trying to get a kill with this bloody slam. Come on. That's on. That's on. Yeah. Oh. What the? Get on there. It won't go. Slam it, damn it. There we go.
Why wouldn't it stick? Why wouldn't it get on there?
I should be able to just throw that on straight away. So this is the remains of the crane here, where it all fell down.
Okay, so this is just a nitpick here. This is not a criticism or anything like that. I think it's cool that the crane falls, right? Obviously, I like the Levolution type of stuff. But how badass would it be if you could move the crane, right? You could climb all the way up there and move the crane. And then when you blow it up, it like wrecks through the buildings and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool.
I made this. This was my fault. No, claymores are in the game now. Oh, no, no. Recon class. Apparently you can crouch and prone and it doesn't set him off though. There's a guy on top of the crane. Tomo. Oh my god. That was literally my foot.
Titan says Cairo has much more buildings and close quarters. That's my thing, or my thinking. Sure. But why limit it to you have to go down the alleyways? Why can't there be a battle going up on top and a battle at the bottom, right? Why can't there be both? Why does it have to be, let me restrain you by putting a ceiling, or you can't get up on this building, yet you have a ladder, I'm just not going to let you get up to there. Even though my ladder reaches up there, I'm not going to let you get up there, right? Like, it's okay on this board, but it's not okay on that board. It's just a little weird, Titan.
First kill on the map. Oh, so sorry, Tomo. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm going to try this bolt action sniper for this match. This is the
Right? Tell me that wouldn't be cool, taking that crane, and you could swing it over. For whatever reason, right? Just you get in there, you can swing it. Maybe you can. I don't know. Right? You could swing it over, but then when someone blows it up, it takes out that entire building. That'd be cool.
the escalation game mode. So it starts on the conquest map, the whole thing, as you can see. And there's periods, and it's the first to 3 periods. So if you look at the top there, the red and blue bars, see, red team are winning right now. You can see they've got the flag bleed. And if they fill up their...
What was this game mode that he's talking about?
It's on the conquest map, the whole thing, as you can see. And there's periods, and it's the first to 3 periods. Okay. So if you look at the top there, the red and blue bars, see, red team are winning right now. You can see they've got the flag bleed. And if they fill up their bar first, they win the period. And then after that, capture points are removed, a new period starts, the map gets smaller and smaller, and each team gets access to more vehicles. So it escalates, and then the first team that gets 3 periods wins.
That is true, Eclipse. Call of Duty players are not trained to look anywhere except forward.
Oh, I do.
Did he get 2 guys there, or did that guy
Team
move?
that gets 3 periods wins.
No, the guy just
I do like
missed
this. It's the MRAD in it. Very tasty. See, red team are about to win. There we go. So they're 2-0 now. And as you can see, the map's got smaller. There's fewer capture points now. So it's pushing everyone together. Oh, there's a rappel.
Yeah, once your bar fills up, you get a point. First person to whatever point, is it 3 or whatever?
This is how you get up it. All the way. I did put a iron sight on this.
So it's conquest, but it's conquest in amount of best of 3, but the game doesn't end. It just keeps going.
Not very useful at that range, though.
Well, it's unfair. It's unfair. He's up on the crane. Please tell me you can get in. Let him move the crane.
No one up on that construction site behind me.
Get in the door.
Helicopter's coming. Worth a shot.
Get it. Get it.
Why not?
Too low.
Oh. All right, mate. Deep Rock Propagandist. Interesting name. Is that him again?
Did he get him again? Same guy? It was Deep Rock Propagandist.
It is. He went back.
That's another thing I like about Battlefield. When you start playing and you're playing a match with somebody, you find the tendency is the same people doing the exact same thing. You start reading the person.
Just bring down the crane with this. You can. You can use the AA. That's it. Oh, look. Is that Deep Rock? I think it might be. There she goes. Yeah, red team are about to win now. See, the map reduced to 3 capture points.
Is he not allowed to show the whole falling process?
Squishes everyone together. And there it is. That's escalation. I need to play a little bit more of that, I think. Okay, Operation
escalation.
Firestorm, we're back. UH-60. Good vibes. Loving the vibes. So they removed a lot of the outer areas here where you used to be able to go.
See, I don't like that. I don't like that what he just said.
So they removed a lot of the outer areas here.
Why? So it's not even as big as it was originally. Why? Why did you shrink it down?
Yeah, where you used to be able to go compress the gameplay a bit. I mean, I'll go for it. Why not? Oh! Hit a weird little rock there. That was horrible.
So close.
Hello. What's this guy doing? Going for the RPG. I mean, I'll go for that.
Dead space? No such thing in a Battlefield game. No such thing in a Battlefield game. Leo, right? Because it's a playground. If I choose to play on the swings, or if I choose to play in the sandbox, or if I choose to play on the merry-go-round, that's up to me.
Come on. Missed it. You only get 2 shots. Oh my god. That was a hot landing. How did he not get destroyed? Okay, he's gone now. You think they've still got the Levolution on the map?
Maybe they want to force action? That's great. Stop changing the maps that were originally what they were. Again, you want to make your new maps, but if you're going to reintroduce a map that was in the other Battlefields 3 and 4, and you bring it back to sell it to people, make sure it's the exact same map and not cut it short.
With the gas. Kind of blow all these gas pipes up. Well, that was lucky. 2 people on the point.
Like, here's my point. Let's say I can't get to those mountaintops right there, right? Because they took it out of the map. It's there, but you can't get to it. Because the original map had those mountaintops, right? And again, it's just an example. If I am a sniper and I'm up on that mountain and I'm sniping and killing people, the one guy on the mountain can disrupt the whole thing. Because if he's a good sniper, he starts to take people out. And because he starts taking people out, then the other rest of the people have to start focusing on that guy. Take him out. Otherwise, everybody else is going to come in on us, right? It completely changes the landscape of the game. It completely changes the momentum of the game because one guy is doing their job correctly, right? Everyone thinks that snipers just sit back and absolutely do nothing. No, they disrupt. That's what snipers do. They disrupt. Because if someone's shooting me from a distance, I have to take that person out. Otherwise, I can't move forward. That's what they're for. So now if you cut the map out, and now all the snipers can only be on this side, and they can't flank them or get behind them, what's the point? This is why in Hell Let Loose, people like flanking and getting behind. That's part of strategy.
On there. This is the L85, isn't it? I think. Where'd you go? I don't know where he's gone. Oh, there. Okay. Got him.
Is he going up
I was
against
going to try and
bots?
get a sledgehammer melee kill.
Some of these guys are not moving like they're actual people.
Can I land on this? Yes! You can totally camp at the top. Evolution, is it? It's got to be someone I can take out with this. That's a sniper, is it? Direct hit. Oh my god, he's falling in.
I love it. I love it. This is exactly it. Like, if I want to go hide in this mountaintop over here and it's in the map because it used to be, then let me do it.
Oh, I'm jumping down. Let's go. I want to see if I can smash all that floor up. How much of this can I destroy with a sledgehammer? Gee, okay, that's one hit. I've just killed myself. Yeah, the sledgehammer does indeed destroy the roof. Gotta be careful with this thing. I'm scared of it.
Titan says, I mean, I've seen a fair few useless snipers camping out and not PTFO. But a sniper's point is not getting close range. A sniper, their PTFO, play the fucking objective, is taking out people so the rest of the team can get into the objective. That's what snipers do.
Look at this. Just open her up. There's some construction to do here, lads. Yeah, like that. Giant hole now.
That's like saying a guy in a tank, all he's doing is just sitting in a tank, just shooting things. Yeah, that's what they do. Tanks are not supposed to be up close and personable, right? Tanks are supposed to be mid to long range, shoot inside a town, blow up buildings, expose things, instead of driving into the city and trying to kill everything left and right close up. That's not what a tank's supposed to do.
Oh no! Yeah, you really do gotta be careful. I'm going for it. Oh,
Nice.
that's not a one-hit kill.
Nice, not a hit.
Dice, please.
Come on.
I've not said that
That
many
should be
times in
dead.
BF6, but that is a dice, please moment right there.
Enemy infantry engaging.
Not a direct hit. Right, back to smashing. You can't stop progress. You could totally just drop this on someone's head as well, couldn't you? See what the MBT law looks like. This thing used to be able to just shoot it near vehicles, right? And it hits them.
I feel like I know he's going against people. You would hope.
Smashing.
But man, the way they're moving
That's
and
gone.
reacting doesn't feel like it.
There you go. Ow.
Oh yeah, it looks very good, Luke.
It hits it. If you fire near it, it goes up and down.
Look at the billowing smoke coming out from everywhere on fire.
Snipers everywhere.
That'd be cool if the wind shifted and all of a sudden that smoke comes in somewhere like a sandstorm type of thing.
I think that tank's dead. Yeah, it's dead. We are taking off.
Hey, a runway. A runway where you have to take off the plane. Look at that. Oh, those are the good old days.
Let's go. There's a UAV in the air. I just saw an enemy jet as well, I think. Who can I bomb? This guy. Yes. Nice. It's a deep rock guy again. See if I can use the AGM missile. There's the ground. A jeep. Missile away.
Nice.
Oh my god, let's go. Very strong.
There should be minimum 4 planes in the air. Minimum. Like a dogfight central should be happening. Right? What should be happening right now, and this is what's not happening in the past battlefields, there's not enough airplanes in the sky. Right? They feel like if they have too many planes in the sky, then the people on the bottom. But if people are in the sky, then they're fighting each other. And while they're fighting each other, they're shooting down. But and they're, you know, you're trying to misdirect them. So they're fighting in the sky, and then they're like, oh, I won the battle. And then they go in to attack people. The people on the ground need to get into AA guns to try to take them out, or get into their planes to take them out. But a lot of people don't. They're like, I don't want to fly. So like one guy stays up in the air and just annihilates everybody.
Jets are feeling good. Love that effect, man.
Look at that effect. Yeah, that's cool.
There's a tank on D. Fire and then drop the bomb. What? It didn't flare it. Mayday, mayday! Oh my!
I'm gonna rewind for a second. If I'm not mistaken, you used to be able to get up on this ridge right here. This whole mountain thing here, you could have gotten onto. I don't know if you can get onto it now, but 100% you could have gotten onto it because the runway's back here.
And then drop the bomb. What? It didn't flare it. Mayday, mayday! Oh my god! Did I get the bomb off? Wait, I can kill it. Yes! Okay, that works.
Nice. That's a battlefield moment right there.
See what the javelin's got then. Whoa! Yeah! Is that mine close enough? Yes. Countermeasure. Ah, I think he had APS on. I'm kind of lock him behind cover there.
Yeah.
That's me out of ammo. Oh, he jumped out.
Never get out of the tank.
That's a little decoy, look. Recon decoy. No thermal signature, of course.
Look at the mini-map. I think in the mini-map, it might not let you go up there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
it might
god,
be like
that is so satisfying, the javelin. I just kind of wish that you could inspect
you can't get
it.
to the airfield.
Massive.
Because you used to go up on that mountain and shoot into the airfield to stop people from taking off.
You still climb up these.
Or as Call of Duty guys call it, camping.
Go along the pipes and stuff. What's being painted there? I think people are just painting random things. Someone should paint that tank, but I can lock it.
Wow. Wow.
Very cool. You can still do that. Burn it off. So if anyone's up there, they just get toasted. See the flames burning. Okay, can I get a mortar kill? Operation Firestorm, a breakthrough. Surely. If I just...
Yeah, it looks like it. When I'm looking at the map right now, it looks like you can't get up on that ridge. What a shame.
Start spamming rounds onto the objectives. Surely the...
Not only would I get up on that ridge if I was on the fence to get up there to shoot down, but I would also be up there, turn around, and shoot into the other person's base.
There's a kill there somewhere. Yes! I mean, I think that's an AI, but it counts. On the right side. That's a bad idea, mate. Oh my god. Nice. Lesson learned. Don't hang around on the big gas cylinders. I got a full bar, man. I'm getting battered by that thing. This one blows up as well, right?
Yep.
Should do. Yeah. Massive explosions. Loving it. I'm intrigued about this stun grenade. Is that all it does? Maybe it's a harsher.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's breakthrough or not, Titan. It should be where you are allowed to get up there. It's part of the map. I don't like when they shrink down the map to force things to happen.
Effect on enemies. Can I bait people in with the ladder? It's just a ladder. Just a humble ladder. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, this shotgun's amazing. Look at that. Just destroys people.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There's a guy hiding in this corner here.
do it
I'm gonna try and get the
1.25.
takedown. Sledgehammer, come on. Yes! We did it!
It's gonna look a little faster.
Got the sledgehammer takedown. I'm happy now. I go on
I
this.
just want to see other stuff that's going on here.
Is that enough?
So you can't do that.
So I thought I'd be able to go here.
You can.
Is that enough?
Can you get up there? Nope. Nope.
Oh, come on. Can't quite reach. But I guess I could just chill out here, right? There's someone up there. Hold zero.
Oh, he is up there. He is up there. There's a guy up there. Is that the right hill?
God, the
I think that's the right hill.
rangefinder's so dumb.
I stand corrected if you can get up there.
It really
How
is.
high, though? Can you get all the way to the top?
It's so stupid.
Or is it just the edge?
No thought in that whatsoever. Yeah, the Magnum's good. Big fan. Can I see for this? Seems preoccupied. Right in front of you, mate. 3, 2, 1. Whee!
Nice.
Tops off. Okay, I'm on the other side here. You can go all the way up in these hills. Just like old times.
There you go.
But it's a bit janky getting up here. You get stuck on a few things. Okay, right.
Okay. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You can get up there.
Right. Can we spot anyone to snipe? I think I've got a really fast bullet velocity sniper here. Nobody in there, is there? No, it doesn't look like it. Target there. Range in. Captain Katie. 309 meters. Someone just jumped out of the helicopter here.
I noticed, though, this part back here, or
No, it doesn't.
this part back here, this used to be an actual place you could attack back here. I don't know if it is now.
Look like it. Target there. Range in. Captain Katie. 309 meters. Someone just jumped out of the helicopter here. Okay. I think they cut their shoot too soon. Running across.
Because you used to be able to get up on the other mountain on the other side and shoot down into their base as well.
That's a kill.
Like, if he turns around now, you can see right into the air base.
At the fence. Stand still. Go for a res. Damn it. Could take out that spawn beacon. Sniping is just easy mode now. You just hold the rangefinder attachment.
Yeah, this is the Battlefield 3/Battlefield 4 map. Yeah, this is
It gives you the
Operation
perfect
Firestorm.
distance. You don't even need to account for bullet drop, man. It's dumb. A lot of enemies here. There's a guy hanging onto the back of the tank there.
Wow. Wow.
It's ridiculous.
There's 619 meters. There's no bullet drop?
Hold the rangefinder attachment and it gives you the perfect distance. You don't even need to account for bullet drop, man. It's dumb. A lot of enemies here. There's a guy hanging onto the back of the tank there.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. 619 meters, first time. Just because I held B. Got the perfect range. And we're losing C. Oh, he got in there.
No, there is bullet drop, Sarge, but the rangefinder that he has on it calibrates it, okay? Calibrates it so you don't have to do it yourself, and then it changes the bullet drop. It automatically fixes it with the rangefinder.
Might be a follow-up if we wait. There. Got him. Right in the shoulder. Oh, he's behind that little truck there, look. Already dead. Oh my god.
I love watching Jack play. He's so good.
Walked into that. Got him. The Tycoon. There's a tank down there.
Enemy vehicle!
Lays him with a soft lamp. See if I can incentivize any engineers to hit him. No,
And
you
here's
can
my
deploy
point.
this.
He's up here and no one's taking him out. Nobody's taking him out. So is that his problem? No, that's the other team's problem right now. They should take somebody, flank the person, get this guy off the hill.
Soft lamp is a
It
bipod
changes the
too if you
landscape.
want.
See,
Don't have
they're
to carry
firing
it
at
with
him
you.
now. They're shooting at him.
D all over it, look. More here. Got him.
Oh my God.
Third guy, go for res, go for res. Okay, he's dead. In between C and D now.
Beautiful.
They're all spawning here.
Got enemy inside!
I'm surprised no one's tried to come up and knife me or something yet.
See, Jack understands, right? Jack understands what's going on.
That's what I'd be doing.
That's exactly what I would be doing. I would hunt you down, Jack. If I saw you kill me one time, I'd be like, my main mission right now is to get this man off this hill.
100%. I think Grizzle was trying to hit me with a rocket then or
He is just destroying people.
something. Fair play. I've only got one shot left. Yeah, I need to get down there. There's blood all over my magnum, look at that.
Use your parachute.
Whee! Okay, we're going in. Land on the top. Nobody suspected a thing. Are we capturing this? There's one person on it somewhere. I don't know where. I mean, there might be in the building. No? Okay.
It doesn't matter if you give a recon a buff. If you have a person that knows what they're doing with sniping, and you're going to have a person that doesn't know what they're sniping, the skill gap is still this big, right? Because the person that's being easy mode for everybody else is even easier for the guy that's just awesome at it.
Killed. So we've nearly got the third period there. Yeah, there it is. Escalation victory. They've added some underslung attachments here too. So this is the M4A1. You can see I've put the noob tube on the bottom there. And because I've got the M320 equipped as one of my gadgets, I can quickly press 3 and switch to it. So I don't need to get a gadget out, so I can quickly noob tube someone if I wanted to. So that just enables quicker access of that gadget, I suppose. So they are in the game. We hadn't really seen them yet. But back in the attachment screen here, there it is, mount. High explosive, thermobaric, and smoke grenade launcher. For a faster gadget draw speed. That's what it does. Bro, Battlefield Heroes is here. What a great game. In the firing range. From the radio. Can you destroy it? Yeah. Battlefield Heroes was no more. They got rid of the stupid wallhack ability on the Assault Class 2. It's now Rally Squad instead.
Rally Squad. You and a nearby squad member gain temporary adrenaline effects and effects that you can also extend with kills.
You and nearby squad members gain a temporary adrenaline effect. Its effects on you can be extended with kills. I thought that I'd show you some of the new guns in this build too. So in the assault rifles, we've got the SCAR, or the SOR 556 here. The AK-4D, that one kind of...
Look, there's a lot of things that DICE and Battlefield are doing very well with Battlefield. Right? If I wasn't burned by this company multiple times over the last 15 years, I would 100% get this day one. 100%. But I've learned from their mistakes, and I don't want to buy this day one. I'm excited for it, and I will pick it up down the road, okay? But I also, like I said earlier in the show, I got to see what they're doing with the Battle Royale.
It looks like the G3A3, I think. TR7, maybe it's a Tavor. Then the CoD 6P67. And then we've got the L85A3.
And I'm actually glad that the Battle Royale, if it's true, coming out in late October, just a couple weeks after, because then I get to see it earlier and see what happens and if it's a purchase for me or not a purchase for me.
The old British assault rifle. And the carbines here. M277. I think that's the Spear. Looks like it. And then the GRT BC.
It's not on Game Pass. I will do this if DICE does the exact same thing they did with Battlefield 2042 and give 10 hours of free play or whatever it is, because if you have Game Pass, it's linked to EA Play, and they gave like a 10-hour demo, I will try it out when it comes out just to show what it is.
QBZ192 and the SG553R. That's the carbines. SMGs. MP5?
Titan says, will BR be a beta or 1.0? That's a trick question. I think at the moment, because of what Battle Royale is, Titan, I think it's going to be in beta. Even if it is a 1.0, I still think it's in beta because it's a constant changing thing.
The PW5A3, as they've called it. UMP. It's cool. P90. Jack O'Neill wants it back. And the KV9, that's the Vector. Rapid fire. Nice model. SCW10. Is that the APC9, maybe?
Well, no, beta. Well, the Battle Royale was in beta for like 3 years. I think it was, Luke.
And then the SL9, this one's weird. Look at that. Kind of like a pistol conversion. In LMGs, the DRS IAR. That looks like the M27 from BF3.
It'll be on Game Pass down the road.
M60,
a year out.
the pig.
It's not going to be on Game Pass.
Don't push
That's
it.
what they did for all the other Battlefields.
RPK. Big mag. M12 3K. Strange magazine on that. M250. That's the SIG 338.
Yeah, the
Or
guns
the
look
RAL
great.
if you play Warzone or
Graphics look
MW19.
good. Gameplay feels fun.
And then
when
the
I played it.
M240. The L in this case. Iconic weapon. Hit your back rages. DMRs. NMR 27. I don't know what that is. It's very futuristic. And then the
All right, does he
SVD.
just go over guns for the next settings? Yeah. Okay. So if you want to go watch the rest of that,
More.
go check out Jack Frags' channel. It's in the link in the description down below. We're going to go from that over to Kingard's video. Okay, Kingard's video of COD streamers versus Battlefield Identity. Okay. Again, go watch, support these channels if you like the content that they're creating. Give it a like. Go subscribe to these channels. We love watching Kingard's stuff. Found him, over 2 years ago now? Almost 2 years ago. Love his editing style. So let's see what he has to do with this.
A lot of people have been saying it and coming to my streams that Warzone players or Call of Duty players are ruining Battlefield 6.
You are. You will.
I've never played a Battlefield game before. I've been playing Call of Duty my entire life.
Entire life. How old is he? Is he like mid-20s? Early 30s? So, since he's like 15, 14?
Duty people are not going to come to Battlefield and ruin it. Why are we getting targeted? Why am I getting targeted for this?
I'll show you.
Because I can't
I don't even know who this person is. I know he's a big content creator, but I don't know. Was he a competitive guy?
get any kill streaks or anything like that. I like to go for clips. So basically, I'm not getting any clips by sitting on a flag and capping it. I'm just being honest. I'm not getting any clips.
Your team lost 2 kills, 23 assists, 0 objectives.
By repairing my
Yeah, if you don't have any kills, make sure you're PTFO.
tank. I don't care.
What are you, 8?
Somebody said, how about you play Battlefield the right way? If the only rebuttal you have is play the objective, bro, I mean...
But that's the game.
I guess.
What?
And I kind of love it. All the Rebirth kids and all the Movement kids have already migrated over to the Battlefield community and are already doing crazy clips, movement exploits, and just making insane rage baiting clips on Twitter.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
You're so awful. You guys are awful. Holy Battlefield players are like this. OG Battlefield players not gonna like this one. This is what happens when a CoD player plays.
You lose. You lose.
They don't like seeing the movement clips because they're afraid that other players are gonna adapt to that sort of movement. Well, I'm gonna be
No, they actually nerfed the movement, did they not? They nerfed the movement because they didn't want it to be like COD.
honest, you guys gotta adapt. It's just gonna happen, man. A game will always be successful if you cater to every single audience.
No. Games will not be successful if you cater to everyone, because if you cater to everyone, you're catering to nobody.
People are not gonna come to Battlefield and ruin it.
Enough from the clown!
If there's 2 things I'm sure of in this world, it's that 1, Nickelback never deserved hate, and 2, you
Kingard, I love your editing. I love your videos, man. They're great.
You can take a streamer out of Call of Duty, but you can't wipe all the duty off the streamer. We have on our hands one of the strangest attempts to invade a franchise I've ever seen, all under the banner of "Stop gatekeeping us." Couple that with EA's innate ability to turn a one-step forward win into 2 steps back, and we've got ourselves one big question mark on what direction the Battlefield series will go with the release of Battlefield 6. Who will it ultimately try to
Right, existing fans or COD deserters? We know which way this is going.
please the most, the existing Battlefield community or the Stockholm Syndrome squad set on terraforming Battlefield to look more and more like the game they keep complaining about?
I mean, people are just leaving Call of Duty in general. I mean, I think the player base is down, what, 60%, 50%? And you can just tell, bro, like, when it's just not made with love. Call of Duty right now is just, I don't know what they're...
Because you keep buying the slop. So why would they make a better game if you just keep buying the slop?
doing.
Yes, the game that did this to me. Be like that game.
I'm Steve-O, and this is the fart mask.
Oh my God. Like they yeah, you're doing it to yourself.
Let's get into it. Now, I'm not turning this into a Call of Duty versus Battlefield which is better video. Play one, play both, I don't care. That
Right.
should be a blisteringly cold take, but apparently some COD streamers don't see it that way.
And here comes the car.
Luckily for them though, the Black Ops 7 trailer dropped to thunderous applause.
Holy Christ. That's the ratio of the Call of Duty trailer? See, I don't watch it. 440,000 dislikes to 57 upvotes? Wow.
From COD streamers that directly gain from getting people hype about it.
Dude, all right, for much more on Call of Duty Black...
I need a battle royale guy. Tim the Tapman's looking at his chat. They're like L's.
Ops 7, make sure to watch the full-length Black Ops...
I honestly kind of feel bad for Tim here, just watching his own chat destroy what was likely supposed to be the next year's worth of content
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
for him.
We're not even giving it a chance this time. Y'all are just like, no chance.
You can see it in his eyes. He'll be fine, by the way. He'll be fine. But you can see it in his eyes because obviously as a content creator and you're looking at your future of like where the runway is and where you can make your money, he's a little worried right now. He's like, what am I going to play? I can't play Battlefield this entire time. I hope Battle Royale is really good.
Let's be real, it probably still will be his next year's worth of content, and he'll still do just fine. I may have trashed his takes on Battle Royales, and he may somehow not recognize Dead Ops.
Diablo Call of
I'm a little lost here.
Battle Royales, and he may
What is this game? What is this right here?
somehow not
What is this? Is this a Call of Duty?
recognize Dead Ops.
What is that? Dead Ops Arcade. I had no idea it existed.
Diablo Call of Duty. What the f was that at the end?
But so long as he doesn't keep trying to codify other games, I still wish him the best. Anywho, when the Black Ops 7 trailer dropped, the
You know what? I think Medal of Honor should make a comeback.
tug of war was ignited further. Who should Battlefield 6 work harder to retain?
From COD player, thank you very much for making it easy to choose Battlefield 6. This actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6.
For the best chance of success? Battlefield fans or the
Dead Ops Arcade is zombies. Okay.
people that might play for a few weeks tops before slithering back home to the guy they keep swearing they're ready to break up with but never do.
Battlefield 6, I'm gonna be honest, chat, the multiplayer side is not what's gonna put pressure on the market.
Don't make me tap the side.
Oh God. Don't say it. Don't say it. He's gonna say it. Obviously, it's foreshadowing. He's gonna say it. Games don't need a BR. Streamers do. He's gonna say it.
Fine.
It's just fun because it's fresh, but overall, that's not gonna keep my interest. That battle royale is that's what I'm excited for, man.
I love it. Fucking love it.
Why do you care what some COD streamer says, Kinger? Just don't watch him. He's probably just rage baiting for views. Well, I thought the same thing. The guy's takes are so contradictory and so juvenile, he must be grifting, right? But the more I watched him, the more I was reminded of two things. One, COD streamers can't help themselves but wish every other game were like COD, then complain to their armies of viewers when they aren't. And two, big streamer plus big audience equals big exposure.
Yeah.
It's not a secret Battlefield 6 wants that COD crowd, and if you want to infect as many COD...
You know what the best part about this whole thing is? All of these big streamers, they don't even pay for the game. They don't pay for the game. Right? They get paid to play the game or get the game for free.
Players as possible with Battlefield fever, content creators, but especially streamers, are going to be your patient zero. But when some of these guys give feedback that can be chalked up to, if this Battlefield game weren't Battlefield, I'd be more into it.
This is idiotic, right? This is idiotic. This is, if this Battlefield game weren't Battlefield, I'd be more into it. So you're coming over to change Battlefield into the game that you don't want to play, which you want to play, because you're chasing the hype because of where the next big thing could be, instead of just playing the game that already has the thing that you want.
That's when the community starts to get nervous about how EA will respond.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be my honest review of Battlefield 6.
What do you think?
This is a good edit. This is a good edit. Hold on, because this... Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be my honest review of Battlefield 6.
What do you think? Very nice. Look at that.
Will they recognize the disconnect between COD streamers and Battlefield players, or is that sweet 100 million player goal so aggressively pinned all over their office like the Control sticky notes, they feel like they have to listen if they want to poach the COD crowd? So while I had a very fun time playing the beta for the most part,
yeah,
there's still plenty that concerns me about what this game will be like at launch, and which target audience is going to win the war for Battlefield.
And this is the thing. This is my concern. This is why I won't pick it up day one, because if Battlefield wins, and again, I'm gonna separate the two. If the Battlefield that we loved in the past wins, then it loses for the industry because it doesn't have the battle royale that's successful, but it has Battlefield. But EA would look at that and go, "Oh, it's a failure because we just got the same people that we had before, which was the Battlefield fans." So now, if the game is working really well, it works really well. The Battlefield guys from Bad Company 2, 3, 4, all the people that used to play Battlefield come back and play Battlefield. That number's not high enough for them. So that's a failure for them. If Battle Royale comes in, or they change Battlefield for the Call of Duty fans or the player base, then Battlefield fails because they're making this game into that game, and those people are leaving that game to come play this game, which is also a failure in my eyes. And this is exactly why I won't pick it up right away, because I want to see which way they're going.
Soul in the months to follow. As for which direction Battlefield 6 should go, if you ask Call of Duty streamer FaZe Swag, well, just listen for yourself.
I've never played a Battlefield game before. I've been playing Call of Duty my entire life.
This is very important. Do not forget this. This very important context will help us decipher the bile that we are about to wade through.
I don't really understand the gatekeeping on Battlefield 6 and just Battlefield as a community in general. You should want to welcome anybody who's new.
We are welcoming. We are welcoming. We just don't want you to change this game into the game that you're coming from.
I'm not sitting here telling Battlefield to change what Battlefield is. That's not what I'm saying.
All right, yeah, if you just want to come play Battlefield and don't want to try to use your platform to change it, then sure, let's hear what you got to say. He's gonna say let's change Battlefield, isn't he?
They think this guy's hacking? He's on mouse and key. I just think Battlefield players don't have the internet or don't have Twitter, so they have no idea what's been going on in the game.
It was proven that he was hacking, by the way.
World. They have no idea how good players are nowadays. They a bunch of grandpas.
The COD and Battlefield series are almost exactly the same age, and you and I are almost...
He's 29 years old. So he's been playing since he's like 14, 15 in the series of Call of Duty.
Exactly the same age. So quit...
Maybe less, maybe 12, 13.
with this forced old versus young dichotomy. The "how do you do, fellow kids" rhetoric might work on a streaming audience. Maybe it's an act, maybe that's how he actually talks, I don't know. But for the rest of the world, it comes off like the guy who graduated 3 years ago but still tries to stand in the...
I guarantee you, if you put a group of people that played Battlefield, and that's what they played, and you bring somebody comes in that just played Call of Duty, I would say 7 out of 10 times, the people that played Battlefield would win their matches more than the Call of Duty guys, because the Call of Duty guys would go for kills, right? And they could have 100 kills, right? But they would lose the match because they don't play the PTFO. So at the end of the day, they would look at the board and be like, I had the most kills. I got the most kills. Great, you also lost. If you're playing a game for just kills, cool. But the people that are playing Battlefield are playing for the win.
Student section. Swag says if you think this person's gameplay looks suspicious, or if you don't want quick, snappy gunplay in Battlefield, it's because you're a decrepit old hermit that terrorizes door-to-door salesmen. Shoot, I got called old and an unk for my takes in my last video, and I'm younger than all of the
34, 35,
CoD streamers in that one.
43.
One of them by more than a decade. I'm not hating on or making fun of these guys' ages, the point is age has nothing to do with it. If Swag's take that people only want slower Battlefield gameplay because they're old had any merit to it, I'd be the one simping for battle royales, tight maps, and faster pacing, not them.
And I kind of love it. All the Rebirth kids and
Right, because Kinger's younger than them.
all the movement kids have already migrated over to the Battlefield community and already doing crazy clips, movement exploits, and just making insane rage baiting clips on Twitter. They don't like seeing the movement clips because they...
Does he know? Does he know there's a whole thing called the Battlefield moment where people do like really ridiculous shit and get clips of it, because that's why it's called the Battlefield moment?
They're afraid that other players are going to adapt to that sort of movement. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys got to adapt. It's just going to happen, man.
No, we don't. In fact, if zippy movement is required for an FPS to be fun, I question how good of an FPS it really is when it comes to its other mechanics. Like, I'm not here to say that all movement shooters
I can't play this because I'm an old fogey. I can't play that.
are bad and they need to slow down. They have their place and they have their fans, but Battlefield...
That is cool. I just can't play that.
Is not its place, and the Battlefield community historically is not its fans. Positioning, teamwork, and use of the sandbox are the keys to winning a Battlefield game.
Thank you, Kingard. It's exactly it. Everything he just said there. That's exactly what Battlefield is.
Battlefield is not its place, and the Battlefield community historically is not its fans. Positioning, teamwork, and use of the sandbox are the keys to winning a Battlefield game. Not 6 slides and movement exploits. This kind of promotion of higher skill gap solo play is the exact opposite of what Battlefield stands.
That's the identity of Battlefield. What he's saying right there is the identity of Battlefield. Battlefield teamwork and whatnot. Right? Even if you're solo play, you're not talking to anybody, you're still working with the team to accomplish a goal. You're not there for just kill streaks.
For. Go look at who's saying, good, Battlefield doesn't need this, and who is saying, if you don't like more movement, you're old, get good. One side shows care for retaining Battlefield's identity, the other wants to keep decreasing the margin of variance between competing franchises. If you want all your games to play the same, why does Battlefield have to be the game that folds and changes itself in the standoff? And if Call of Duty is so perfect to you, why do you care what
Why aren't you playing it? If Call of Duty is so perfect, then why are you leaving to come to Battlefield? Here's the thing. Look, even in politics, people are leaving a state or a country to go to a place to make it the place that they left. Why? Just stay where you are. I don't like this thing, so I'm going to move here to make this thing into this. Huh?
Battlefield does at all.
Obviously, you're going to get an influx of people who are just rushing and just very kill heavy. We enjoy that style of play of just playing really fast. I like it. I like when they make those type of clips. It brings the viral clips to Battlefield, makes people want to try it more, makes people want to play it more.
Is that what makes you guys try a game? The clips? Again, I'm old. I don't look at a clip and go, oh man, I got to do that. Like that's not why I play a game.
You've probably noticed this CoD streamer harps on clips a lot. Imagine overdosing on CoD so hard you think it takes movement exploit clips to get people interested in a game. In fact, he even outright states he doesn't want to play objective because he's busy chasing these kinds of clips.
Because I can't get any kill streaks or anything like that, I like to go for clips. So basically,
I mean, good for you. I mean, as a content creator, I get it. I get it, but you're not helping your team, which is going to make your experience a lot worse.
I'm not getting any clips by sitting on a flag and capping it. I'm just being honest. I'm not.
So he's playing this game and wants to change this game to be Call of Duty so he can get 30-second clips. That's what it's breaking down to.
Getting any clips by repairing my tank. I don't care. There's not a right way to play the game.
Say that again.
There's
His editing. Kingard is a special guy, right? He's got what you call comedic timing, all right? He's got editing, and the timing that he does stuff and finds these clips to do it is why I love watching his stuff. He should have way more people watching his stuff. Way more people watching his stuff. It is such good editing and finding these clips to bring in that makes these videos so good.
There's not a right way to play the game.
Like
I repair
back
my
up
tank.
again. Watch
I
it.
don't care. There's not a right way to play the game.
Say that again.
There's not a right way to play the game.
Okay, cowboy.
The assault class are the frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses.
This class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates.
Yeah, that's not what it is. And this is perfect. What Kingard's doing right now, he's showing you what the people that created the game are telling you exactly what it is. And meanwhile, you have the streamer telling you that that's not what this game's about. But yet, they're doing a breakdown of each of the classes and what they're meant to use in the game.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital information to the squad.
There's not a right way to play the game.
Is the plan really to bring in 100 million of these? To be fair, Swag makes the point that for some people, just getting kills is how they can contribute to a team win, even in objective-based modes, and he's right about that. It ain't much, but it's
59 kills, whatever assists, 0 objectives. Ain't much, but it's honest work.
honest work. But here's the thing, Swag's not looking for kill numbers to help the team. He's looking for kill style to help his content.
30 in 30-second bursts, because he's just looking for that clip. He's looking for the shorts.
He makes this priority very clear.
Saying as a Call of Duty player, the reason why I even fell in love with video games to begin with at the baseline was simply because I like getting nukes, or I like going for something in-game that I can strive for and really shoot for. Now, as far as what Battlefield is, it's not that. I think Battlefield should have kill streaks. Thoughts, everybody?
That is the worst suggestion ever. The worst suggestion ever. Let me tell you something. I'm on the fence right now where I'm going to get this game at some point. You put kill streaks into this game, I will never touch it again. But hey, you do you guys. You bring kill streaks into this game as a Battlefield guy who's played every single Battlefield game and owned every single Battlefield game besides Hardline. I will not play this game at all if you bring in kill streaks.
I like to go for clips.
Have you ever once considered that Battlefield just isn't the game for you?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, am I the crazy one here? Thank God.
No, you're not.
God, Dice isn't listening to that. He's convinced a lack of COD kill streaks means he doesn't have anything other than movement clips to strive for, but dude, if you've ever even hopped off COD long enough to look at your own dashboard, you would know Battlefield games do get clips.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. A clip streamer should know that Battlefield has thousands, millions of clips, so much so that Battlefield Friends made a whole channel making fun of and things that happened in Battlefield because they were so phenomenally, popular.
Have you ever heard of an only in Battlefield moment? The rendezvous where someone ejects from a jet, shoots another one, then gets back in his own? 18 million views, dog.
18 million views. Hey, who needs a clip like that?
Quad runs with the boys and dodging.
And this is before TikTok. This is before all the stuff.
A rogue jet at the last second?
Yeah.
Holy
hell is that?
Jumping on an aircraft, planting C4, jumping back off, and parachuting to safety? How about diving out of an airship, parachuting, then getting a 1, 2, triple melee kill? The things that require not only quick reactions or skill, but also creativity with the sandbox to achieve, aren't oddly specific.
Yes, that's why Battlefield's sandbox is so good. And when you start limiting that, it changes the feel of the game and the identity of the game itself, let alone trying to make it more like COD.
Challenges the bread and butter for variety and longevity with Warzone content. I bet you would have even more opportunities for crazy content in Battlefield if you were able to look past the lack of COD movement and kill streaks. But no, if it ain't spamming slide cancels and armor plates, it ain't content, brother.
To see this come through the door,
but no, if it ain't,
I would stop playing right there. If I was playing COD and it was like Beavis and Butt, I'm done. I'm done.
Spamming slide cancels.
Look how much that just sticks out. So bad.
Cancels and armor plates, it ain't content, brother. This is why EA doesn't need to listen to streamers that don't know Battlefield, man.
A game will always be successful if you cater to every single audience.
No, 100% wrong.
Sure even the Battlefield devs would agree with me over some of y'all.
No, they wouldn't.
On the comment section below.
They don't. Movement from the beta is getting
Thank you.
nerfed before release, making jumping and sliding more situational, so they are no longer ideal options for engaging in gunfights. So EA is listening to their fans with movement, huge dub. No wonder COD streamers have been crying on
They're listening for the movement, but they're not listening for the weapons close classes. Okay? If they open up the classes, and again, their hands are tied with that one, right? The people making the game are probably like, we should probably do closed classes, but the uppers of the company are like, no, we need open classes. They're like, well, what about if we do both? What about if we do open and closed so we can still make money off of that? And this is why they're doing the gun, checking out the guns and stuff inside the game. Give a little bit of value. Why am I doing this? Oh, well, you can check out the gun. Look how cool this is. I spent $5. Look at this.
Twitter the last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's real nice.
Y'all gotta stop saying to slow the game down. It's nice right where it's at.
No.
Battlefield shouldn't just cater to the 40-year-olds.
No, it shouldn't cater for the 40-year-olds. It should cater to the fans of Battlefield. If that's a 25-year-old, if that's a 60-year-old, they're catering to the people that are playing Battlefield. The reason that these people are playing Battlefield is because they don't want to bounce off walls. It's because they don't want to do the kill streaks. It's because they don't want to play that type of game. Otherwise, they would go play those games.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. They shouldn't just cater to the casual dads. I'm gonna be honest.
Now, I'm not 40, I'm not even 30, but I'm old enough to understand that.
I didn't know that when I thought Kinger was in his mid-30s when I first met him. He was in his mid-20s. That's not, it wasn't about his looks either. It was about what's up in his brain. The way he acts and the way he presents himself, I thought he was much older.
The concept of not everything is made for me. If I don't like the way something is, instead of demanding that thing change to appease me, I just go to something else.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Kinger. Let me rewind that for the people in the back.
Concept of not everything is made for me. If I don't like the way something is, instead of demanding that thing change to appease me, I just go to something else.
Yes.
It's not hard.
You want the impossible.
It's just like I did with modern COD. I fought to keep the series from straying too far. I lost, and now I rest.
That's exactly what I did. I saw what was happening with Call of Duty, and I said, I'm good. Good luck to you.
Move on.
So then I moved over to the next thing, right? Even though I played COD and Battlefield at the same time, and now they're taking Battlefield away from me.
The best part, that hypothetical target audience that I described at the end of that video, it fits this guy like a glove. We want to sweat. We want to make content. If it's not fast, it can't keep our attention.
You're sweating.
I don't like that, Krebsy. I don't like that, personally, but Krebsy says, hear me out. Objective streaks. UAV on an objective or pause objective, capture for 5 seconds, decrease spawn at objective for 30 seconds. They already do stuff in the game where if you take over a spot, it puts like an airplane or a tank, and you get like an advantage, right? And the whole point of it is if you capture that C or B, it's going to give you something. I think that's enough. I don't know if you change the timers and stuff like that. That changes the dynamic of the game completely.
You're sweating.
Most of us can acknowledge this guy like a glove. We want to sweat. We want to make content. If it's not fast, it can't keep our attention.
You're sweating. You're sweating.
Most of us can acknowledge that if something caters to a different audience, it may just not be for us. Why can't you?
A game will always be successful if you cater to every single audience.
What game is that, Swag? Truly, what game exists right now that caters to every single audience?
None.
Besides Age of War, of course. What identity would a game for everyone even have?
Nothing.
Can't be too...
That's right. It would have nothing. What would you do? Like, what would you do? He said this, Kingard said this in his other videos in the past, right? Like, if I want to point and click and I'm playing a first-person shooter, I really want to point and click in that game. But that wouldn't fit that. Like, why? That doesn't make sense.
Too mature, can't be too childish, can't be...
Hold on a second.
To every single audience. Besides Age of War, of course. What identity would a game for everyone even have?
Nothing.
Can't be too mature, can't be too childish, can't be too hard, can't be too easy. Even if you narrowed this statement down to multiplayer FPS only, like he probably means, you've still got factors like map size, movement, abilities, types of weapons, ADS versus zoom, so many options for so many different preferences. The only theory I have...
Right, I only like using ARs. All guns should be ARs. Oh, I should get rid of the rocket launcher, right? Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, where do you draw the line?
On why somebody might still believe this near universally mocked idea is if they're used to siphoning most, if not all, of their gaming experience from one single game.
I've been playing Call of Duty my entire life.
Having a favorite and sticking to it's fine, but even the guy that only plays Halo or only plays Counter-Strike knows the world isn't going to get delivered to their doorstep. If they want different experiences, they're going to have to expand the catalog. Sure, make a case for user-generated content like how Roblox is considered less of a game now and more of a platform for...
Now, that's a good example, Roblox, right? If you like Roblox because let's say it was just Roblox, but now Roblox has really lost its identity and made a completely different identity of everyone else making the content, right? And that's what it is now. So the game's not really a game, it's everyone else making the game. And this is what I'm worried about with Portal. Because they're making it more ridiculous instead of Battlefield. Battlefield and Battlefield 5, when they had Portal, I'm sorry, in Battlefield 2042, when they had Portal, okay, you could make all the maps and stuff like that from the other past games, or make but it was in the Battlefield sandbox. Now you can make parachute things and roadways up and down and make out these weird courses, and you're losing what Battlefield is.
Disrespecting the age of consent. But when a game hones in on its own strengths and differences from other titles, it pushes the series to keep innovating, keep giving us the much needed variety in today's military FPS space. CoD and Delta Force have already gone down the path of selling their franchise's soul to chase mass appeal, and I just don't think a few weeks of praise from CoD streamers before they run back to CoD is worth losing Battlefield's identity over. But wait till you hear what Swag did like, and it'll help you understand better why I made this video.
They did a great job with including, obviously, having really big maps for Conquest for a lot of...
Really big maps. Now, he did say he's never played a Battlefield game in his entire life and has only played Call of Duty, so seeing a map like this must be amazing, because it's like 10 times the size of Call of Duty maps, but it's still 10 times smaller than the maps in Battlefield.
Of the players.
There was exactly one big map in the beta, Liberation Peak. I imagine all of them would...
That's what it was called, Liberation Peak. Earlier in the show, I couldn't remember the name of the map. I knew it was Peak, but I forgot it was Liberation.
Feel big to a primarily CoD player, but truly only Liberation Peak gave us the open areas and full vehicle sandbox we would expect from a Battlefield map. I have my issues with it, like I think Defenders have way too much terrain advantage in a couple of sectors, but for crying out loud, it was the only one in the beta that lets you spawn a flying vehicle, and every tank ride wasn't squeezing through narrow alleys where there's openings every 5 feet for a trigger-happy Urukai with some C4 like it's Helm's Deep.
How long did it take you, Kingard? How long did it take you? Because I know you'll watch this after the fact. How long did it take you to rotoscope or whatever you had to do this?
C4 like it's Helm's Deep.
How long did it take you to do this?
Let's hear what Swag has to say about the other maps, which were mostly made up of tight lanes, buildings that don't collapse so you don't dare mess up the flow of tight lanes, and, oh yeah, tight lanes.
but also making a lot of small maps and a lot of fast-paced gameplay for a lot of the people who are just used to that in general and who like that type of gameplay.
Translation, I liked the maps that reminded me of Call of Duty. Where have we heard that before?
If you're a Call of Duty guy, you're definitely gonna like the fact that like you're all really tight in a little map and you're bobbing and weaving. If you're a Call of Duty guy,
I've been playing Call of Duty my entire life.
I couldn't agree more, boys. I think the COD players are exactly who are meant to like these maps more.
100%. 100%. You cannot tell me. I know there's smaller maps in other Battlefield games, but you cannot tell me because of what happened in Battlefield 5 and what happened in Battlefield 2042 that they're not trying to get the mass market of the smaller maps to the other opponent, which is the Call of Duty fans. You can't prove that to me. 100% they made these maps because they were trying to get the Call of Duty crowd.
Seriously, if you showed me...
Which is the last time they tried to do this was with Hardline, where they tried to make Battlefield into COD.
Screenshots of these with a gun to my head and said, correctly guess if these are Battlefield or COD maps or I'll shoot you. I'd be a dead man. I would confidently bet my life these are COD maps and I'd be wrong. Condensed urban areas are fine in moderation, especially around objective points, and we don't want the map to be so open we're stuck in a vehicle fodder.
But the difference is, like, maps like Stalingrad and stuff like that in the older Battlefields back in the old days, right? The difference that made that with the tight quarters is that there was vehicles and you could do different things instead of just the narrow corridors. Now on Cairo, there is a tank or 2 tanks, I believe.
Respawn loop, but when so much of the map is taken up by places you can't access, buildings you can't destroy, and the rest is hallway Tetris with...
Imagine if this whole city could get destroyed. Imagine this whole city of Cairo could get destroyed. Then it wouldn't matter if people can get up on top, right? You bring the tanks in, you bring the mortars in, you start destroying things, the landscape starts to change. So if you're hiding in a window, if you're hiding on top of the building, everything collapses. Now you're hiding on top of piles of debris, and you're going to different things and constantly moving, and the map progresses. Imagine the possibilities. Nope, not allowed on that roof. It's an advantage over somebody. Oh, here's a ladder. Oh, but you can't go over there. Can't do this. Here's tight quarters.
Hardly any room for flanking or reasonable vehicle maneuvering. I mean, no wonder the COD streamers keep complimenting the fast gameplay. These are just COD maps, just like 2 or 3 of them smushed together. It makes me shudder to think that apparently only 3 out of 9 launch...
Yeah, which is Liberation Peak, Merrick Valley, and Operation Firestorm.
Maps are going to have open areas for that all-out warfare, vehicle play, squad positioning, and breathing room that Battlefield's supposed to be known for. But it's fine, because learning how to stabilize the chopper so your team can spawn on you and get support kills from the sky just doesn't give as exciting of content.
I miss those days. I miss those days.
For clips, does it?
I'm gonna be honest, I just hate tanks. I don't care. I'm not a tank guy. I hate tanks, personally.
After all,
I'm playing a flight simulator game. Man, I hate planes. This game would be a lot better if it had Jeeps in it, in this flight simulator game.
Oh, this is who we want to win over, right?
That is the dumbest idea you've ever had, and you have had some doozies.
In the current era of COD, they love having just shaky guns for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Can you say that again? Just the way you said it.
Shaky guns for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Do gun recoils when you shoot them in real life? Do guns recoil when you shoot them in real life? Yes.
No shit.
But I genuinely
That's fantastic.
enjoyed how just smooth it was to shoot your gun in Battlefield. That is key. It was very clean. It was very smooth. As an FPS, it should be like that.
Keywords.
As an FPS, it should be like that.
I think he's conflating his FPS experience with his COD experience.
I've never played a Battlefield game before. I've been playing Call of Duty my entire life.
Well, as a Battlefield game, no, it shouldn't be like that. At least not as much as it was in the beta. I see they're nerfing the recoil on automatic fire before release, nerfing the shotgun, and working to make the weapons actually feel different, which is good. Different weapon classes should be useful for different contexts and ranges, and in the beta I just didn't feel like they were. But I want to see them take weapon strengths and weaknesses a step further with something I'm certain would make COD bros go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Battlefield Studios, lock the class weapons.
Preach. Yes. That's what it needs. It needs to go back to lock weapon classes.
The community has told you and told you that unlocking them removes half the utility of the classes and therefore squad roles, the backbone of Battlefield's teamwork focus. And then you say, why not both? We'll let you use both.
They don't want to pick. They don't want to pick because if they pick, they don't know which one's going to be more popular. If they pick the closed one, they're like, well, then we can't make money off of the open class for cosmetics. That's why they put that in the game.
Don't worry, you then proceeded to hide the one locked playlist behind the custom search on your bargain bin Hulu UI, and you couldn't even select locked weapon playlists in custom search.
Nope, they hit it.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
All the other playlists didn't specify that they were unlocked weapons playlists, so the unassuming player probably wouldn't have even known to look for it. Right, and my dogs eat kibble every day, but since they don't stand up on their
hey, look, kibble.
hind legs, pull a steak out of the freezer, and slap it on the stove top, that must mean they prefer kibble over a seared medium steak. Look guys, I know you want to be able to sell a $20 AR weapon skin to everyone like Call of Duty does, not just people who main assault, but your casual insistence on unlocking weapons is invoking the Streisand effect when trying to suppress something.
What a great clip that you just pulled there. What a great clip. Right?
Everyone, like Call of Duty does, not just people who main assault, but
I don't even think a lot of people even know what this show is. Okay? But amazing that he took this and made it into, oh yeah, you can have the thing.
Casual insistence
Takes the
on
paper from
unlocking
him,
weapons is invoking the
but then cuts out the part that he didn't want him to see, which is what they're doing to us.
Streisand effect. When trying to suppress something just makes people look into it more. Learning the wrong
Krebsy says it's WandaVision. Shut up. Shut up.
Lesson from 2042 and lessening the importance of class selection is just removing yet another barrier between making Battlefield and CoD more alike than they need to be. Speaking of making weapon viability more like CoD,
and somehow they say that's ruining Battlefield. Is making a meta loadout class setup on YouTube really gonna ruin Battlefield?
Yeah.
Streisand as the singer every gay dude likes. It was yeah. Do you know what the Streisand effect is, Travis? Do you know what Streisand is? Why they call it the Streisand effect? Type in Streisand effect in Google so you can learn something.
Meta loadouts shouldn't exist in Battlefield because Battlefield weapons and gadgets should be designed to complement the role of the class that uses them. The disconnect between role-based objective games and this kills for clips streamer.
No, I don't need to elaborate. Type in Streisand effect in Google.
Runs so deep. If everyone's running around with the same laser beam meta they see streamers posting, the weapon sandbox is broken, class roles are half broken, it's an unnecessary self-sabotage to Battlefield's identity. Granted, the streamers aren't the ones who make the OP build, they just showcase it, but this video is about why Battlefield Studios shouldn't be listening to CoD streamers.
I can't wait to have guns like that in Battlefield.
So don't drip feed meta weapons for cheap player retention and YouTuber content. Again, if they do this, I think it's because all that money, the money is the motive. Battle Pass unlocks, 100%. Weapon skin bundles, that kind of thing. I mean, dog, they sold a $30 pay-to-progress shortcut bundle.
What happened? YouTube decided to stop my stream. We'll wait there for a second. All right. We'll rewind there for a second.
Cut bundle in 2042, they would love nothing more than to monetize progression for popular builds. And if not this way, it'll be something else. I'm waiting to see what heinous monetization EA...
That's what I'm waiting for, right? Battlefield 6 developer on realism aspects of the game, it's cosmetic. We are a gritty, grounded, realistic shooter. That what we intend to be, and that's what the game is going to look like. And he highlighted for a while. For a while. Okay? That right there is why I'm not buying it day one.
It adds to Battlefield 6 at some point.
How'd that get in there?
But who cares about game design and series identity as long as it gives you something to upload, right, Swag?
The whole premise around a meta is there's always going to be a top gun in the game. In Battlefield, right?
No.
If you're a content creator, you make a video on saying that this is the top gun. It doesn't ruin the game at all. I don't know where this even came from.
Let me tell you something, D.
Yeah, brother?
Why don't you come close?
don't care about your content. We care about Battlefield staying Battlefield.
Now, I may be so apathetic about modern COD that I don't even plan on making a video about Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, Arkham Asylum, Advanced Warfare, so call that bias if you want, but tell me what series you think this describes. Maps made up of honeycombs of narrow shooting lanes, majority of the combat is close to medium range infantry encounters, plans for annual releases made by 3 teams that rotate every year, a long-running free-to-play battle royale mode, and the start of a platform for the series, not just a game. Where have we smelled this stench before?
Where did we smell this before? That's amazing. What other franchise changed the complete identity of itself?
Oh, damn. Now I see it. Now I see it.
This big new plan for the series doesn't sound like ambition, it sounds like replication. Battlefield Studios and EA, read the room. One of Call of Duty's biggest criticisms right now is that it lost the series' identity that attracted so many people to it in the first place. People are getting...
Rewind to what part, Sarge? To what part do you want me to rewind? Because I don't know where you are, how far behind you are.
Getting burned out with the annual releases, the over-monetization, the sweaty silliness, the lack of self-awareness that gave us this. Yes, this is
Call of Duty's. And then they changed this. Remember, they actually put more realistic skins in, and they're bringing the zombie skins in that you could get from the last game that can bring to the first game, but they told you none of the skins are coming over, but these skins are 25 seconds. All right, here, I'll just back up.
Now I see it. Now I see it.
This big new plan for the series doesn't sound like ambition, it sounds like replication. Battlefield Studios and EA, read the room. One of Call of Duty's biggest criticisms right now is that it lost the series' identity that attracted so many people to
which I've been saying for years.
It in the first place. People are getting burned out with the annual releases, the over-monetization, the sweaty silliness, the lack of self-awareness that gave us this. Yes, this is actually a piece of marketing for Black Ops 7.
Garbage!
You guys accomplished the tremendous feat of turning pessimism into optimism almost overnight just by revealing a new Battlefield game that looked like it was at least attempting to be grounded in reality, and it couldn't have been at a better time as far as Call of Duty's overall sentiment goes. We live in a time when franchises returning to form or going back to its roots gets people excited. They're sick of change for the sake of change. So have enough faith in your own franchise to recognize that when people are arguing over things like movement or map sizes in the beta, rule of thumb says your existing fans are mostly going to be all on the same sides of those debates, the sides that advocate for the least amount of change. That's not to say you can't evolve the franchise to keep up with modern times, but if you stray too far away from what your community wants to
That's exactly right. Here's the Battlefield fans, here's the COD fans.
Try and scoop up the iPad kids like FaZe Swag, or more accurately, the target demographic he seems to want to appeal to, your fans are going to
Right. These guys are leaving. The new target audience is this like sort of hybrid, right? Mostly COD fans trying to come over, but they'll drop it super fast. Because why? They're COD guys.
Dip first, then all you're going to have left are players that will absolutely jump ship the second Call of Duty course corrects and put out a game.
And then where do these guys go? These guys don't go anywhere. They'll just leave completely and go to a different game. So not only did you lose the fans of Battlefield, but you lost your fair weather fans of COD, and then the new target fans that kind of like COD, but over here, they're like, well, it was good while it lasted, which is what, a month and a half, 2 months?
That appeals to them again. You will be their plan B, and nobody cares about plan B unless plan A shits the bed. It'll be so.
That's correct. Right now, plan B is Battle Royale. And if plan B, or if plan A shits the bed, which is the normal game, then Battle Royale is plan B.
So ironic that if by trying to replicate COD's success, Battlefield ends up replicating COD's failures too. because then you're not retaining anyone from either community. If I summarize this video in a sentence, it'd be this. Battlefield should not listen to COD streamers like Swag, but I'm worried they're going to anyway. This will they, won't they makes me have no idea what this series will look like over the next couple of years. But I've hardly even mentioned one of the hottest topics of controversy surrounding this game. If you want to see me argue with big streamers over why Battlefield 6 doesn't need a battle royale, among other things, click this video right here. Seriously.
That video right here, that did over 1 million views. Good for him. We watched that.
Thank you so much for letting that video do so well. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope the message in it was heard loud and clear. Thank you, channel members and patrons. As always, thanks for watching. Carry on, you kings.
So there you go. There's Kingard. Links in the description down below. I don't know if I have time. It's 11:51 right now to watch the Bellier News one. Let me see how long. It's 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Yeah. I can stop around 12:15 or so. So, Bellier's talking about they finally taken normal players seriously, and this is a video talking about, I think, about how they're using their Battlefield 6, by the way, how they're using the performance issues and making it run on the lower end tier stuff, so it also runs on the higher tier stuff. Now, I've said in the past, okay, that you're only as good as your lowest, right? So you have to make it work on the lowest thing before it can even be considered. This is what they do in the PC for at least back in the day, right? If it's running on a, excuse me, if it's running on like a 960 and it runs well on a 960, then it would run well on the other things as well, right? This is why with Xbox, everyone said that, you know, I always said that it's the lowest common denominator. You have to make it run on the S to make it better. Hence why I said if they had the handheld, it'd be less than that. So they have to make sure it runs on the handheld. Otherwise, it'd be idiotic, right? So let's watch this. So far, we watched Jack Frags and we watched Kingard. Both of the descriptions, links are in the description down below. So check those out. Or just play Helldivers. But I have to take a break. So I'm still live for at least 20 minutes. So we'll watch this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put him on 1.25 as well.
Well, my friends, the tables have turned. Performance actually matters, and it seems that some companies are starting to take it seriously. Now, this might sound insane, but stick with me. If you try to boot Battlefield 6 on your PS4, you'd be pretty silly because it doesn't run on a PS4. One of the reasons being, it just doesn't have enough horsepower.
What's happening here? Thank you.
You'd be pretty silly because it doesn't.
Battlefield 6 will be released on the following platforms: PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, X, and PC. And this right here, this reason alone is why it won't be Call of Duty, which was said earlier in the chat and which was said weeks ago, maybe months ago when I said it.
Run on a PS4. One of the reasons being, it just doesn't have enough horsepower. But of course, over on PC, well, if you're below the minimum specs, you can still try and run Battlefield 6. And where it gets interesting is, loads of you did. According to the devs, a substantial number of people in the Battlefield 6 beta were running the game below minimum specs. And even though that was the case, there weren't really complaints about performance going on.
It's amazing how that works, huh? It was below minimum specs, right? I couldn't play it because of the stupid secure thing that they had on PC. I tried, okay? But it's amazing how people that are having 4090s, 50 series are complaining about Borderlands 4's performance and optimization, but yet people with below minimum specs for Battlefield, and it ran great.
In fact, I saw praise over performance. A rare thing for an early Battlefield game. So, how does that work? What's going on? And how did EA, of all companies, decide to cater to older PCs for their flagship game, even going so far as to kill one of the features that the industry told us we should be caring about years ago? Now, detail is the whole reason why I started this channel. Detail matters, and it also matters in gameplay. So take a look at this. This is what happens when you hit an enemy in War Thunder, who have sponsored today's video. It's the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. It's free.
I never played any of those games, but look how many platforms it's on.
PC, consoles, and mobile. It's simulated and modeled to the last detail, and not just because it's neat, though it is, but because it's better gameplay. In War Thunder, you fight vehicles, you don't fight health bars. And they've got over 2,500 vehicles. You're going from biplanes and Mark I tanks from the First World War, all the way up to the Abrams and the F-15. And as a history nut, this stuff tickles me. That's why War Thunder is impressive to me. It's all the little things, the sounds, VFX, the X-ray damage system, that all comes together to create an immersive, authentic experience, and unlike others, an approachable one because of their arcade simulation.
I'm letting the ad play because we're watching his video, so, you know.
and realistic gameplay modes. And just like the subject of today's story, Gaijin have actually put massive effort into performance. So this will run on low-end systems as well, and anyone can play for free. That's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, iOS, and Android. Hell, I still remember flying in VR for the first time. It was a bit of a mind blow. So join up for free using my links. And on PC or console, if you're a new player or you haven't played in 6 months, you will get a massive bonus pack of 100,000 Silver Lions, 7 days premium, Eagle of Valor Decorator, premium vehicles, and a 50% XP and Silver booster.
What happened?
And of course, a big thanks to War Thunder. It's free to play on PC,
happened there?
Xbox, PS5, iOS, Android, all the things. And now is the perfect time to give it a shot. And if you're new or just haven't been back in 6 months, claim your massive free bonus pack on your PC or console using my link. What matters to Battlefield has clearly shifted. Back in 2018, Battlefield 5 was Nvidia's flagship for ray tracing. So much so that Nvidia started trying to tell us we shouldn't be caring about the raw horsepower of our graphics cards. No, that we should be caring about RTX ops.
Well, of course, because they're trying to push the graphics cards.
A benchmark they invented to make themselves look good and sell us that we needed a new thing. Now, the ray
Of course. Make the problem sell the solution, right?
tracing demos look stunning, but they basically were unplayable. The hit to frame rate is absolutely insane. And now, in 2025, we see that Battlefield 6 is launching with no ray tracing.
Why is that? Why is that? Battlefield 6 has deliberately avoided adding ray tracing. Battlefield 6 doesn't have ray tracing, and developers has said there's no plans to add a feature down the line. Why is that?
None of it. And they don't even have plans to add it later. And as it turns out, this is not them panicking about their performance. Technical director Christian Bruhl told comicbook.com, of course, the place to go for enthusiast PC gaming news, that this was an early choice. That they early on chose not to even bother with ray tracing because their goal is not purely graphical fidelity, it's performance.
Amazing. Amazing. This is crazy hearing from DICE, from the developers from Battlefield 6. Now, again, I said this yesterday when we read the article. Saying it and doing it are two different things. If the game comes out and it's flawless, which when we played the demo, it was flawless. It was amazing. It felt really good. But we'll see what happens at launch.
And that is a humongous change for Battlefield. You see, every PC launch since Battlefield 2 has gone poorly. And that's going a long way back. Yet, Battlefield 3's graphics were so impressive that even now, in 2025, many years later, NoClip is still making documentaries about it. Now, there's nothing wrong with graphical fidelity. It looks gorgeous, and the good people at Digital Foundry can pay their bills by covering graphical powerhouses and seeing what performance is like. But Battlefield 6's design choices are showing us something new, that there is now a balance between looking good and playing good, and it seems that these companies are realizing that even though stunning graphics and amazing screenshots, amazing looking trailers can sell copies, maybe it seems that if you want players to stick around, you need to think about playability. And if you want proof, just look at dragging. It's the most mimetic feature.
Best feature they put in the game. Hands down, best feature they put in the game. It feels so good and rewarding when a guy is down, you grab him, pull him out of danger, and then bring him back.
In Battlefield 6. But what if I told you it was meant to be in Battlefield 5, which
it was supposed to be in Battlefield 5, which was over a decade ago, or close to it.
7 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, 7 years ago. Okay, I thought it was 9.
Battlefield 2. Now, 5 months after launch, EA confirmed that the body dragging was not happening, and they blamed, quote, complex and long animations. The conspiracy theory? That it didn't look good enough for Battlefield 5.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory.
Perhaps it was too buggy, but it very much seemed that fidelity won over gameplay. But now, what we're seeing is a completely different story. From Battlefield 2042 to Battlefield 6, the minimum requirements saw marginal increases. The graphics cards and CPUs went up 1 generation, but are 3 behind the new 2025 cards. RAM hit 16 gigs. But here's what matters. Battlefield 6's minimum settings are effectively Battlefield 2042's.
See, I wanted to try it on my system. I have a 3060, okay? And I wanted to play it, but I had to go through the security thing and it wouldn't work. So I just said, fuck it, I'll play it on PC. Or I'm sorry, I'll play it on console.
Recommended settings. And it's not much of a leap, right? You'll get 30 FPS at 1080 guaranteed, but, at least it will run. And apparently, it might run below those specs as well, which is why this whole thing kind of hit the news. Bruhl, the guy we quoted earlier, told Eurogamer something real interesting, that many people were playing at or around the minimum spec, and he called it a meaning.
Now, Mr. Randy Pitchford says that Borderlands 4 is for premium gamers on premium systems. And even then, it doesn't run correctly.
percentage. But emphasizing that even more, he also said a number of people were playing below the minimum spec, and that this is something that the team actually considered throughout development. And here's basically how he described the process in this. The teams build maps. Then artists and technical artists collaborate with one goal: to make them more performant. And the idea
we break down like the process of game making, that everyone's not working on the same thing. You know, like they make this first, right? They build the maps. Then the artist comes in and does the tech artist stuff, right? And then they do that. And they adjust these maps so they're more performant, okay? And then that's how it works, right? Everyone's always like mind blown when they're like, oh, well, they let go of people. Well, yeah, well, if the map builders are done building the maps and they're not making any more maps, then why would the map builders need to be there unless they were making more maps, right? So you would release those guys and they would lose. That's why they're on contract work or whatnot.
In his words, is that whether you're in the minimum spec or the ultra spec, that you are going to get the experience that they're targeting. Now, of course, what matters most to players? Well, that this target is all native. That it's hitting 30 FPS and 60 FPS actually without DLSS. And that is the thing that I think is major, because I've seen the comments. I've seen people feel almost depressed that optimization is at the stage where we need DLSS for a game to hit what we consider to be playable. And knowing that...
Randy Pitchford said, if you're running without DLSS, you can't do it. Meanwhile, this game's going to come out and it doesn't need DLSS.
In the PC gaming zeitgeist, the Battlefield studio devs clearly know all the right things to say. They talk about DLSS and other performance tech as options, but that they will not be required to hit target.
Our stream went down again. We'll give it a second. We got blipped again. Okay. So I'll repeat what I just said. Okay. It's amazing to me that Battlefield 6, we don't know how it's going to run because it's not out yet, but they want Battlefield 6 to run without DLSS. And we want to give you the option to use it if you want to. Meanwhile, Randy Pitchford says that you have to use it. Premium systems, premium games, and it doesn't even hit 4 frames per second on the console for some people. And then it's bad performance on the PC as well.
Targets. Instead, as Brill puts it, they tested systems above and below the minimum specs, and he says their goal is this: what we can hit, what we need to hit from a business perspective, and that was to capture a wide audience on PC. So essentially, a developer saying what we have all been saying for a long-ass time, that what we actually would care about is the playability of our game, and it seems they are putting that first. Not some silly partnership with Nvidia trying to make us think that we need all the RTX ops that we can get. With how jaded most of us are to the AAAs, that all may sound like a bit of a surprise, but there's one word that stands out in these interviews. It's the thing that we all need to pick up on, and that word is early. Now, we already know that Battlefield 6 got more time, resources, and staff than literally ever before. It even seems that almost 2 months...
I still think they're releasing Battlefield 6 prematurely. I do. I don't think it was supposed to come out this year. I think they're taking the opportunity because the big gaping hole, because Grand Theft Auto 6 is not coming out, that they said that we're going to push it out. That's what I believe. Don't have any proof of it, but I believe that it's still going to have its issues because they're forcing them out early.
Much of that happened where they actually got more and more resources, even at the expense of creating some tension between the studios, and we covered that in a video a while ago. But now it seems that a good performance goal was set early on in this project as a big priority, and that means the time, resources, and staff were dedicated to meeting that target, rather than say what tends to happen, which is, okay, we've done a bunch of development, now we're in the optimization stage, we have only so many months or weeks until we're going to ship. Oh shit, which seems to be what goes on in many of the companies, looking at you, Capcom and Monster Hunter. And this is all specifically on PC. And at this point, everyone knows that optimizing for consoles is easier than PC, but PC's big for Battlefield, and it seems they've actually recognized that in having PC come first.
I wonder if there's more people playing on console between PlayStation 5 and Xbox than there is on PC. Now, I know PC is very, very big for Battlefield, but I wonder with the two combined systems if it's bigger than the PC market.
And be the focus from the start. And thinking about contrast, I mean, Capcom's CEO just admitted that they built Monster Hunter Wilds' business model around the PlayStation 5. And that really does reinforce our theory that the PC ports were less of a focus and more something that they did because they needed to hit financial targets in time. Meanwhile, Tim Sweeney actually recently blamed...
Yeah, we talked about this. Tim Sweeney coming out, blaming developers, not the Unreal Engine for that. And then Randy Pitchford's not blaming the developers. He's blaming your systems that you bought.
Unreal Engine 5 stuttering on publishers and developers. I suppose it's Tim basically saying, a bad workman blames his tools. Basically, Tim's response was that you guys aren't working on lower-end PC optimization early enough in the process. And I think he's right.
Oh, and by the way, didn't Battlefield devs say they worked on it for 2 months? They worked on it for 2 months and fixed it.
Now, of course, EA does have some advantages here. Unlike Unreal Engine 5, Frostbite is their bespoke engine with lots of in-house support, and it's complete.
Now, here's the thing I want to say. If Battlefield 6 comes out and it runs beautifully, it's a fun game, it's a complete game, okay? Well, then you should give them your money up front. I'm not buying it off the bat because I'm worried about the Battle Royale and what they're going to change afterwards in their article saying, for a while, okay? But you should reward a company if they come out with a game, a complete game. They have a single-player campaign. They have a multiplayer campaign. They're going to have different features and different maps. And if it runs beautifully, then I don't see a problem getting the game if you're on the fence about it, okay? Because if they make a game and sell the game, then fine. But if they come out with the game and it's broken, missing features, hitboxes are broke, then that's not a complete game.
Designed to make games like Battlefield. Not things like Dragon Age. Unlike Capcom, where RE Engine seems amazing for Resident Evil and a little bit less good for, say, Monster Hunter and Dragon's Dogma. But if Frostbite alone was enough, maybe 2042 wouldn't have been such a shit show. So no, the point is that even compared to past Battlefield...
Oh, did you see that stat for Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter sold like 10 million copies, and since they launched, from the beginning, they sold 10 million right off the bat for the first month. After that, they've sold less than 500,000. Less than 500,000. And it still has problems with the stuttering and stuff. That's because they made all their money up front.
Field entries, things have changed. And unlike with 2042, teams are not building a new engine version midstream. And unlike Battlefield 5, resources aren't being split off to do the ray tracing implementation. And that sort of thing might be the key. That EA started from the bottom because...
Well, it does help they have 4 studios working on the game.
Working top-down has got diminishing returns. Take a look at Battlefield 6's recommended specs. They're a 5-year-old graphics card for a guaranteed 60 FPS. The minimum specs need a 6-year-old card for 30 FPS. But EA only guarantees those benchmarks, and clearly there are options for older and weaker cards. And that's how unsupported cards still run the game, of course. That's amazing for players, but it's also smart business for EA. Battlefield 6 won't be available on, say, the PS4 or the Xbox One.
Again, and that's the reason it will not outsell Call of Duty.
Old legacy systems that still have a massive install base, which up until recently, developers have...
Hell, even if it was on the old systems, I don't think it would outsell Call of Duty.
Still been hamstringing their games to support. Now, like with Capcom, EA leadership probably gambled that console adoption would reach a point by 2025 where losing older generations would not hurt their sales. Not every game can make that bet. Take EA FC26. It needs those sales for the legacy consoles. And Capcom is blaming lower Monster Hunter World sales on the...
We also found out that PlayStation 5 barrier is unexpectedly large. Exceptionally large. The console costs about 8,000 yen in Japanese yen. When the factor the cost of software and monthly subscriptions, it comes out to about 100,000 yen at the time of purchase. This is not the amount that also can be easily reached, especially for younger generations.
PS5's costs and some slow uptake. But compared to them, EA have hedged their bets differently this time around. They basically couldn't justify making a performant, modern Battlefield for 12-year-old consoles. Yet it still needs to be their flagship game targeting humongous sales. So what they could justify is making sure PC performance would at least allow as many people as possible to play at acceptable rates, and that would cover any console sales gaps. Of course, it being important that Battlefield historically has massive roots on PC. So they invested the time, resources, and money to do it right from the start. And that's the big point here. Publishers have got to actively commit to this early in development. Like Brill said, quote, "What we need to hit from a business perspective is to capture a wide audience on PC. It's been super critical." And yes.
Correct. So if you look at consoles, there's the S and the X, right? So a lot of people always complain about the S. In the PC realm, someone could be running a 1080 and someone could be running a 4090. There's so many cards in between, and they're like, well, what about if we only make it for the 40 series? You're losing out on all of these people, right? That's why they make it where it runs on the lower end PC recommendations, so people have a wider audience so they can all buy the game. Otherwise, yeah. But it always seems like it happens when I'm talking about different companies. So we're going to give it just a second. It always happens. Just strange. It's just strange. It always happens. We get a blip every single time we criticize one of the big companies.
Battlefield Labs appears to have been kind of essential here because they've got a wide range of data from a massive number of rigs in their earlier testing of this game. And that's why early testing matters so much more than a marketing beta. How many times have we seen marketing betas that are, well, pretty close to launch and where you know that the big problems aren't going to be fixed?
Imagine the content creators that don't actually monitor their stream while they're live and they don't know that they're going offline.
That's why EA actually committing to do this shit earlier on seems to matter. And if we're lucky, then maybe, just maybe, this could mark a turning point. 100 million players, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people. 100 million people. I don't see it. I don't see it.
And that's a leaked target for Battlefield 6's success. Now, we don't know when they want that number of players or how they think they'll get it, but consider this. PlayStation 5 sales just topped 80 million. Xbox sales sit at around 30 million for the new.
Right. So okay, 80 plus 3 or 80 plus 30, right? It's 120 million. Well, 110 million, sorry. 110 million. And they need 100 million. So they need all Xbox. They need all of Xbox. They need half of all of PlayStation, and then they get the 100 million. Or they get half of the console player base, and then they get the other half from PC. That's going to be a big, big stretch.
Newer gen. That would require an unprecedented adoption rate for, say...
The whole series has never gotten that many in its lifetime in 25 years.
What a third-party game would expect. So obviously Battlefield needs PC. As, you know, is right, naturally. Most of us, I'd reckon, started this franchise on PC. That means they need to ensure as many PC players as possible can play this thing with as few complaints as possible. And here's the irony with this. Smaller games don't need that adoption level, but they are the ones that can afford to have a smaller audience. But EA wants Battlefield as a major revenue pillar for EA games again. That only comes with scale, and that scale means something specific. It means that EA's flagship video game is not designed to be ray-traced and stunningly pretty first. No, it's designed to play well first. And for
imagine that, making a game play well.
More people. And if that works, then maybe more publishers will actually adopt earlier PC performance targets as a requirement. Maybe more will, well, listen to Tim Sweeney when he says, guys, you need to do this shit earlier on. You can say many things about Tim, but you can't say he doesn't know how development works. And while players like me and you may be the big beneficiary here, do you know who this would also be a big win for? Well, engineers, technical artists, the people who far too often are crunched out of their goddamn mind trying to stop a disaster in the weeks before a release. No, here, we've had a beta way before launch that people have ran well below minimum spec. Man, that makes my inner PC gamer very goddamn happy.
Well, there you go.
Let's hope it becomes the new.
Thank God for 1.25. The video is in the description down below. Make sure you give it a like. Go check out Bellier News. Go check out the Kingert, and then also go check out Jack Frags. All the links are in the description. Look, again, I want Battlefield to do well, but I'm afraid that Battlefield is not going to be Battlefield when it comes out. It's going to be, everyone's going to jump on board with the Battle Royale, and again, I'll say 1,000 times, I think the identity of Battlefield is lost. This is this franchise that will no longer be Battlefield. It'll be a platform. It'll be a thing that they try to sell all these other things inside the game. If it is through Portal, if it is through other game modes that they bring in, if it is through season events or different seasons that come in through. But they said they're grounded and gritty for the cosmetics, basically, for a while. What's that for a while? 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, whatever it is. I don't know. And this is why I'm on the cusp of, well, let's say I'm on the cusp of, am I going to buy it day one? No. Am I going to buy it week one? No. Am I going to buy it month one? No. Am I going to pick it up? Yes, probably down the road. But that BR has a huge component there to pick it up. If the main game story campaign is good and the gameplay itself and the maps that come out for the regular Battlefield are good, then I'll be more inclined to get it sooner rather than later. But these are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe. And if you like what we do here, check out some of the other videos and other reactions that we do. Go support the three gentlemen that I showed their videos on today. Go to their channels, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for them as well. Check out some of their other videos. We will be back in about 30 minutes or so, 30, 40 minutes. We'll be playing some more Helldivers 2 with Mr. Luke. It'll be over on our other channel, 30 and Still Gaming. And then tonight, Generation X Gaming, the weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories from the past week, and we rant along the way. That's 8 p.m. tonight right here on this channel. Also on our Twitch channel as well. Make sure you come on by for join the podcast tonight. We ask questions, or you guys ask questions at the end of the show. You can ask questions ahead of time if you guys do the super chats and whatnot. Appreciate it very much. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
It will make the change. Stop buying bros.